Okay, next game of the evening is Exotrain. Now this game, it's again from a very small developer, but I have had a ton of fun playing this one. It's basically a space survival game. So going back to my roots, survival games, and it's actually really well done. It's a very compact, a very minimalist type of survival game, but it really scratched the itch for me. I love playing games like Space Engineers. I love playing games like Empyrean, but sometimes I just want something that's a little bit more compact, a little easier to consume, something that's not going to take you hundreds of hours to finish. But with that being said, Harpoon Games have actually done a fantastic job with this one, and I definitely think in terms of a budget game, because if you have a look at the game on Steam, it's actually it's only about $15. Granted, it is on sale now, but with that being said, I've put about 4 or 5 hours into the game already, and I've had a ton of fun just riding around on this train. And the idea of having a mobile base is something I really enjoy. There's not too many games that do that, so let's jump in. I'm going to show you what I'm up to at the moment. Like I said, I've been putting a fair bit of time into this one, and I wanted to get to the next area, but unfortunately I just kind of ran out of time. So tonight, our goal is to move our train to the next sector of the game. So I've set up a pretty nice base here, and I spent a ton of time loading this train up with resources. So we've got a lot of fuel, and we've got a lot of raw materials, a ton of ore. So I can actually get the furnace here and start to make some ferrum ore. Let's go for, say, 40 units. Beautiful. Now, our goal is simply to survive, to get off this planet somehow, and I'm only using about half of the train. I've got some storage here. I've got some materials, but what I want to do is build myself a research lab, which we're going to be doing via the fabricator or the device assembler. I can't remember which one. Device assembler. Whoops. Fabricator. What do we need? A research lab. I need stone. I need refined ferrum. We got stone. This is doing the ferrum now. Beautiful. Let's go get stone. I need to make a bunch of research materials. Whoops. Let's go and get stone from our storage box. Is one of these has stone in it? Yep, savage. And while I'm at it, I might let's empty up. Probably want to make myself some food too, so maybe we'll chuck a bunch of that in. And I've got some grass as well. We use the grass to make these bandages, so I'm going to make a bunch of those. So let's have a look at this. Where's my med kits? These are the science packs. We use these to do research, so I'm going to grab those. We're going to need them. There we go. Alright, let's go and make that research bench. Furnace. And fabricator. Research lab. I need energy plants. Okay, we've got tons of those. Don't worry about that, son. I've got tons of energy plants. Yeah, I really want to start researching some of the good stuff. So, fabricator, research lab. Beautiful. Okay, that's going to take about 30 seconds to craft. And while we're at it, I probably should put the rest of this ore in. as you can see, we're burning through our fuel. Every time I craft something, it actually consumes fuel. And this is a combustion engine, an old school combustion engine, so it's going to burn through our fuel supply, which is why I'm not going gangbusters on crafting everything. Otherwise, I'm going to be spending the entire stream cutting down trees, which is probably not something you're going to enjoy watching. It took me about 3 hours to get everything down, so let's pop the research bay there. Research lab. Armor would be good, but honestly, leather working. I've already done that though, so let's go and research this. Improved weapons, don't care about that. Advanced meals, medium storage, we really need that. Yeah, we need a bunch of science packs, so I guess we'll figure out how to make science packs. I could make some armor. We could really use some armor right now. I've only got basic armor at the moment. And a basic backpack. I really want to build a better backpack. Backpack expander. Yes, how do I build that? Skin and fiber. Oh, that's easy. We'll go do that. Well, I'm always running out of space, so skin and fiber. Easy. Easy, son. Let's go do that. Just because I'm constantly getting sick of having to make trips back to the train and leave stuff on the ground, so let's go. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Okay, and let's see if we can go to fabricator and make a small backpack. Process dermal. Okay. We do not have the ability to do that just yet. Oh, I do. Never mind. Okay, let's make a couple of those. Oh, it's super easy to get. This is all like really simple stuff. I should have done this earlier. Okay. So can I make the small backpack expander? I need 2 more process dermal. There we go. This will be great because I'm always running out of space all the time, and I'm leaving stuff just kicking around on the ground. And I've got armor. I've got the structure, synth forge. Yeah, I've got most of this. I mean, the medium crates would be good. But right now, let's just expand our backpack as much as I can. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to need to figure out how to make the research labs. So our synth forge. Okay, I need a synth forge. Okay, we need a synth forge. So over here. What do we need for that wire? Oh, that's easy. Wire's easy. We just need to get the cuprium. It's like basically copper. Oh, I've got a bunch of copper already. Let's just use that. There we go. This is going to bottom out my resources. But honestly, this is why I have all this wood in stock. Okay, and that's going to do its thing. And oh, we've got some already. Let's go. Okay, let's go to Fabricator and see if we can make conductive wire. I think we need 3. I'll make 6 just in case. Oh, that is way, way better. We've nearly tripled the size of our backpack. It's going to make my life way easier. Okay, and we've got our conductive wire, so now I should be able to make a synth forge. And then we can start cranking out the science packs. Now, I don't know if there's enough resources in the area. Science packs are very expensive on metal, so I may have to go for a bit of a drive and find some more. There we go. Okay, and we'll make that there. And we need a science pack. That's not too bad, actually. That's quite cheap. Let's have a look at research. If I'm going to research something, I'd rather do something that I need. Medium storage sounds pretty good. Train modules sounds good. But I think maybe... yeah, maybe let's just make, say, 10 of these. Oh, these are super expensive to make. Oh, I can make energy cells too. These are going to be really handy because we use these to power our drill. So I'm going to need to make a bunch of these if I want to drill more resources. We probably should prioritize this next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bunch of conductive wire because I want to make a bunch of batteries. Let's go, say, 20 of those. Yeah, we're absolutely just tearing through fuel right now. But that's okay. I like I said, I've spent the early game's quite slow, so you spend a lot of time before you start moving the train, gathering materials. So, which is why I've been so busy. Okay, so next thing we want some energy cells, or maybe craft. Okay, I need a bunch of energy plants. Which is fine, I've got some. I've been saving them up. And they're not too hard to find. They're bloody everywhere, so... okay, let's grab those, and... there we go. 3 will do. Now I've got some... Perhaps... Ooh, energy pistol. Oh, we've already unlocked that. I'm going to have to go with medium storage because we're really running low on storage. So, there we go. Okay, find northeast based entrance. Find a way to enter the zone. So, I just realized this. I just read that we can't actually go anywhere because we're in the early access version of the game. So that's okay. Let's maybe have a bit of a look around. I'm gonna head back towards the start of the tracks, and we're gonna try and find some deposits of resources. And while we do that, no, I think we're actually back at the limit of where we can go, because it'd be, yeah. So this actually closed behind us, so it might be a short showcase on this. Not because the game's bad, it's just because it's currently in early access, and I've kind of hit the limit of what I can show you. There's not really much more to show you, but we'll play this a bit longer, or maybe we'll get a couple more upgrades, and then this will be one I'll have to come back to, just because, you know, we're at the end of the early access area of the game. So maybe we'll find some other stuff. Research lab, we've got a pistol already. Maybe I'll unlock a few of these. Unveil. We'll just maybe unveil all of them, and then we'll know which ones we want to research. Drones would be nice. Engine module, we haven't got that much further to go. I think this would be the one that I'd like. Solar panels, because we're just going to get free power. Yeah, I think that's going to be next. We'll research solar panel. Yeah, we'll stick with the basic technology, but I think first let's see if we can research this, because if I can make a updated axe, we can cut these trees down a bit faster, because we do need fuel. So I'm going to say let's go and make a bunch more of these. Let's go say another 10 of these. Let's maybe make another 20. And then I'll make a upgraded axe, and then we'll go out and do a bit of exploring. We need some of these energy plants, and we do need some wood, so yeah. We can take that these energy packs, and we can... I don't have any gloves. Maybe we'll make some gloves. Craft those. Oh, an oxygen expander. Oh, we definitely want that. That's going to be handy. We need more dermal. Processed dermal. Let's max that. Yeah, fiber's super easy to make. It's just made out of grass, and we've got so much grass at the moment. Okay, let's see if this forge is done. Nope, still going. Alright, we'll go dump this stuff back in storage. Actually, I might need it. We could actually do a bit of cooking. Yeah, you can see we're really chewing through our power right now, so I'm not too worried though. Like there's trees everywhere. I just want to get this. Beautiful, done. So now I can create a oxygen expander. So that means we can go out into the world without having to worry about running out of air every 5 seconds. and I want to really get some better weapons too. So that's why we'll upgrade those in a minute. Expand that. Ah, beautiful. Look at that. That's doubled my air tank capacity. This is nearly done too. We'll grab some fuel and then we'll head towards the exit and see if we can find any more mines. And let's go research the lab and research these. Beautiful. I want to make these self-made cleavers. Wood. Oh, yeah, cool. That's easy enough. I'll just steal some wood out of here. Okay, and what I really want to do is make a recharging station. No, we don't have one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, beautiful. So we can drop these back into storage. We don't need them anymore. Oops. Now, just in case we get into some trouble, I do have a hole puncher. Beautiful. Okay, and we'll chuck away this leather too. Alright, so first things first, let's go test our new weapon on the trees. And I do have a very nice hoverboard. Right now, my focus is to gather as much resources as I can. I just want to gather a little bit more because our car is burning through fuel right now. Probably because I've got 3 fabricators going flat stick. We just harvested probably I'd say 2 mines worth of materials. So I don't have to go nuts. We've got a fair bit of fuel in storage, but it's a long way to the exit. We'll go hit that next. This is way quicker than using the basic axe. The good thing too is these tools are basically cheap and easy to make, and this axe will harvest everything. So mining, it does grabbing trees, it gathers everything. You only need one tool in the game, which is this axe. And I've got my backup spear, which, I mean, I probably should have made a new spear. It's not in great shape. We got a couple 100 wood. That should keep us going for a while. Need this these energy plants. These are what we make the batteries out of. Oop, and these big plants here, these bad boys, are energy plants. We make these we get these and we can harvest the energy plants out of them. Plus, we get a bit of wood too. So. Very nice. Now I think it's probably worth to see if we can find a deposit of metal here. So get a hoverboard, drop these supplies off, and then we'll go and see if we can find a metal deposit. This hoverboard's very expensive to make, but it's got me out of a jam a few times. The only problem is it does have a bit of an animation of getting on the hoverboard, and if you're getting attacked, you can get killed while you're waiting for your character to jump on it. Okay, there we go. And that has pretty much restored our fuel supply to what it was. So let's go and drop this energy off. And then we're going to go for a bit of a run, see what we can find. Energy plants. Let's go, son. We'll take the train a bit further up the track before we do this, because if you're not careful, you will run out of air. So obviously we're on a planet. We do have an air tank, which does last a fair bit, but if you get stuck too far away from the train, you're going to have a bad time. So I'm just going to move this train up, and then we'll probably check in here, see if we can find a deposit. Let's just drop it down to 0. Geronimo, see on these. Energy, energy, more energy. Savage. Oops. On the board. Now, the one thing I will say about this game, it obviously feels a bit undercooked at the moment, but it is in very, very early access. So if you are going to pick this one up, be aware. It's still a fair bit of work to go on this one, but it is a ton of fun. I have been enjoying it to a great degree. I do love me some survival games, so I tend to gravitate towards these games. Anything Space Engineers, Empyrean, that sort of deal, I'm right on board with. Okay, there's nothing in here. It's just trees. It does kind of feel a bit empty, the world at the moment, but that being said, I like the concept they're going for here. Oh, I see a deposit. I think this one I may have already done. Let's have a look. Vein depleted. Oh, did I lose my bugger? Okay. I reckon I lost my my battery. That might be a bug in the game. If you actually put down the mining drill and you put a charge in it, and you pick the mining drill up, you lose whatever the charge is. Which it wouldn't normally be a big deal if they weren't so damn expensive to make. I think I've done this one too, so let's see if, fingers crossed, we didn't lose our charge. We did. Yeah, so that's a bug. So if you put down a mining drill and you put a battery in it and you don't actually use the battery, like you don't even turn it on, and then you take the battery back out or try to, you lose the battery. Whoa! Okay. That was loud. Well, at least we've got something to do. Oh, this thing has a terrible range, and this thing's way too dangerous. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. That's a surefire way to get killed. I don't know what this thing is, but I am way under level to fight it. And given there's nothing there, it's not worth the hassle, so... Oxyflora, I don't know what this even does. We're kind of getting a bit far out of our zone. I don't want to go too much further because I'm getting too far away from the train. Let's just check down here. Yeah, there's nothing. We've got a fair bit of air left, but there's nothing here. Alright, let's turn around and get out of here. Head back to the train. Yeah, like I said, it is a bit empty, this world right now. We kind of hit all the available resources in this area, so I guess we'll head towards the end of the level. No, there's nothing here, it's all busted. Right now, all that stuff's nice and all, but what I need is raw materials. Metal, copper, and ferrum. So I need to find the ground deposits to get those, which unfortunately we have used up here. So there's a dead end by the look of it. Let's get out of here. Head back. Don't use up all my air. There's not much here to explore, so we'll jump in the train and head a bit further towards the exit. Maybe we can spot some on the way. I like the vehicle control in this game. The hoverboards, and I wish there was more than trains, if you could like get a flyer. And more importantly too, maybe some more variety in the enemies and the missions. Like at the moment it kind of feels like a bit of a sandbox rather than a campaign. The best bit about the game is a crafting system. If they double down on that, I like the fabricators and how you gather resources in the game. It's very simple and streamlined. Oh, I definitely want those. How are we off the air? Kind of getting a bit low. Oh wow, this upgraded axe, it's not just for killing, for cutting down trees, it works well in a fight too. Really well. Take this energy. And we need to get all these energy plants. Gonna need these for batteries. On the grass we can use for fiber. And also you can use these for bandages. So if you get hurt, you can patch yourself up with a bandage. We are a bit low on energy plants, so I'll grab these and then we'll head back. We're kind of getting near the halfway mark for air, so probably a good time to to head back. We're not too far away. There we go. I think I have the sneaking suspicion we may have already grabbed all of the ore deposits that are in the current map area. So I'm going to jump on the train. I think that's enough for the moment. We'll jump on the train, head towards the exit, and hopefully we'll run into another one. Guess I'll find out. Might be able to take a shortcut here. Oh, look at that, threading the needle, baby. Yeah, train's just up ahead. We're sorted. Yeah, so in the bottom left you can see the oxygen. Let's head on. We kind of hit this place already. And I'm hoping if I zoom the map out, maybe we can find a deposit. They're very big and easy to see, so we should be able to see them from the comfort of the train. Just make sure you don't accidentally get out of the train while it's running, otherwise you will lose it. Or you'll have to wait, like follow it hundreds of miles. Oh, what's up there? What's in there? Check. Yep. Let's go check that out. Might be nothing, but we'll see. If I can find another deposit, we should have enough to pretty much research most of the stuff we want. There's also some other train tracks here. There's no way to switch the train tracks just yet, so you are stuck on a fixed rail in one direction. Oh, well, you can go backwards as well, but you know what I mean. Because there's nothing here. Oh. Disappointing. Nothing for miles. Yeah, I think I need to add a little bit more in this game. Like, it feels a bit empty. And I know it's unfair, I suppose, in this early stage of development, but one of the biggest problems I find in these indie games, I'm going to check that out in there, is these big worlds that kind of feel empty. And this game is definitely a case of that. Let's kill these guys. Some of these crash sites have useful stuff, but yeah, let's see what you got for me, son. Ugh. Not even worth my time. Oh, I will take this. So this is emeralds. So I don't think we need them now. We've kind of researched all the stuff we can with emeralds, but it's pretty. We'll take it. Why not? Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed at the empty world they've got going. Now, like I said, I've spent about 4 or 5 hours in the game so far, but the irony is I've probably played most of the available content already. But yeah, usually, and I say this every time, but whenever I showcase any game on my Twitch channel, I usually spend around 4 hours just kind of jumping in, having a bit of a look around. It's not a hard and fast rule. Sometimes it's more than 4 hours, but generally, as a practice, I will spend a minimum of 4 hours playing a game. If a game's very short, shorter than 4 hours, obviously, I may spend less, but by then I kind of find by the 4 hour mark, well, generally by the 2 hour mark, you have a bit of an idea on whether you're going to play the game or not. And in this case, definitely, I had a very good inclination. This was a game that this would be one that I would play once it gets a bit further into development. But it really depends on what the developers are going to do with this. Lately, and I don't want to attribute it to this developer, but I've kind of been losing track in losing faith in the early access process. I still think indie gaming is way better than AAA by any means, but there's so many of these games that are similar to this, and it seems to be a problem with survival crafting games where they go into early access and they just never come out. And I'm not throwing shade at the big boys. Obviously Project Zomboid has been, and that's my favorite game, and that has been in early access now so long, and the development has become kind of mired, even to the point where I've kind of taken a break from it. 7 Days to Die also. I know lately a lot of the patches have had mixed opinions from the community. So it seems to be, a game could be in early access indefinitely, and I think they need to start putting hard limits on that. To be honest, I've already checked in here. This is a dead end, so we'll keep rolling. And occasionally these will grow on the tracks, so we need to smash those. Easy enough to do. Let's go. I think we've kind of seen everything we can. I'll head down to the end of the tracks to where the limit of the current build of the game is, and then if on the way we happen to find something, then we'll stop. But I think this ironically would have been one to actually stream from the start of the game, but at least you kind of seen what late game is like in the current build. Which, I mean, it's really good. Like, it's a ton of fun, but it does feel like a big empty world sometimes. There's just not a whole lot happening. Here's the end here, so we can't actually get any further than this. So what I'll do is, let's don't worry, the train auto stops. It's not going to blow up and hit the wall. So let's dump this stuff in storage, go for a bit of a walk, see what we can find. Here we go. And I'll make a bunch of fiber. Yeah, now these bad boys are pretty dangerous. I'm not going to be tangling with them. They will smoke me. I guess, yeah, let's have some fun. Oh, wow, okay. Seems like this gun does the trick. Maybe not. Oh yeah, these guys are way too tough for me right now. Ooh. I wonder, can I reverse over them? I'm curious. Another thing too is your train is pretty much invincible. So enemies can just get in your train. That's a bit of a... That's a bit of a worry. That's a bug. So don't run over an enemy or don't reverse over one, or it'll teleport them inside the train carriage. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be able to hit me, at least. Ooh. Okay, well that was not that much fun, to be honest. But we did find a bug, so these guys are obviously like late game enemies, because they were just destroying me, even with the gun. So I'm going to leave them go for now. I thought it might be fun to give them a crack, but my main goal at the moment is not to combat, but to find a... Oh, hello. Now this may get me killed, because it's a pretty dangerous area of the map, so... Here's open. I guess we'll have a laugh one way or another. It'll be a good way to finish covering this game. My vein. This will make a sound, and every enemy in the nearby area is going to come running, so... Pray for Mojo. Okay, last time every single enemy came just storming the gates, so... Oh no, here they come. Okay, here we go. Not exactly an army, but oh, okay, I spoke too soon. Oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, we may have cut off more than I could. Whoa, what's going on there? Why is my... Oh boy. It's been nice knowing you guys. I thought we'd have a bit of fun. It seems like I'm going to get smoked. Overheat. Oh yeah, that's going to go up in flames. And so am I. Oh no. For the Emperor. I mean, I've only got myself to blame. This was a suicidal endeavor, but... Ah. Well, I think I'm going to leave it here, because we are now, as the game says, at the end of the campaign of what's available in the current build. I've got most of the basic upgrades already, and while I could grind for some of the more advanced stuff, because there's no other POIs to explore, I just kind of be getting upgrades for the sake of getting upgrades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I am curious. I'm going to see if it's is it available on Steam right now. It is a bit on the expensive side, I'm not going to lie, at $20. So my recommendation would be to wait for this one to go on sale. It is currently on sale at the moment, so maybe give this one a bit longer before you pick it up. I would probably say if you see this one half price, that would be a good price. But just for the moment, for its current state, there's only about 5 hours of content in the game. Now that, I mean, for $20, that's still a pretty good deal. But I'm coming from someone who plays these games for dozens of hours, so generally when I get one of these open world survival games, I'm kind of looking for a little bit more content. But if you like what you've seen so far, this one might be one if you're a survival game purist. But I've shown you everything there is currently in the game, so we're going to move on to the next game.